Jai Hind children, welcome in your computer class. This is your computer period and I Manisha Singh will teach you computer in the coming days. Children, as you know, till now we have completed 2 chapters. Okay? And we have to cover 3 more chapters for our half yearly syllabus. So children, let's go through the syllabus first. Let's see whatever we have completed till now and what we have to do. So now you can see I am having syllabus in front of you. In the month of April and May, we have completed number system as well as using Excel as database. And both chapters question answers we have completed, isn't it? I think it's clear to you. Now children, in the month of July and August, I'm going to cover 3rd chapter with you, 4th chapter that is Animate CC and 5th chapter working with layers. 3rd chapter that is advanced feature of Excel, we will not do question answers. But 4th and 5th, in 4th and 5th I will provide you the question answer. So there will be 4 chapters basically for your exam. And the 3rd chapter is for your practical session. Now once we will go to the 3rd chapter, then 4th chapter and then 5th chapter, we will summarize all the chapters one by one. Now children, in today's class, I am going to share 2nd chapter with you. I will take the practical session of 2nd chapter with you. This is using Excel as a database. Now, if you will go to the Excel, you can see some screen like this. Okay, what is this? This is MS Excel. This is the screen of Excel. And I have written some values here. You can see the name of school, report sheet, some roll numbers were there, some names are there and their respective marks. Children, these things A, B, C, D, E, F, what are these? These are columns, also known as fields. And these 1, 2, 3, 4, these are what children? These are the rows as well as record. Can you say this? Roll number 3 record. It's Anay and the respective marks in different subject. So this is record of Anay. That's why it is called as record. This is also a record. And if you will select the column, this contains the information of about single entity. It's maths marks. Everywhere maths marks were there. In the same way, if you have to find the total, then how we will do it? Let's write down total, and then I'm going to find the total of each student. How children? Let's see it. Once we will click on this total, then we will have some values with us. The values are 10, 9, 9, 10, 9. This is Sukriti's marks. Just press equal to sign to find the total of all the marks. Now after pressing the equal to sign, if you will see here, this is the name box. Earlier it was the name box. Now you can see some functions were appearing here. And what I have to do? I have to do sum. So I will click on sum. Click on sum and now you can see the sum function dialog box. It is asking about whose sum we have to calculate. So I am going to select those numbers whose addition I want. Click the cell address first to last, and then press OK. 47 has come. This is the marks for Sukriti, total marks of Sukriti. Again, may I repeat this? Okay. So, press equal to sign, click here and choose your function. What are function, children? Functions are inbuilt formulas present in Excel. Already ready-made formulas which were there in MS Excel. So, for doing addition, I have to choose sum. So, click sum and select the cells whose sum you wanted to do. Select the marks, all the subjects marks, and then press OK. After clicking on OK, you can find that the total is appearing here. Now, if you wanted to find the total of all, what you will do? You can click here. This is called as fill handle. Children, just see my cursor. See the changing? It's changing? No. But if you will move here around the fill handle, see the cursor? Is it changing? Yes. See. Yes. Now just click the fill handle and drag it. Now you can find all the totals automatically. How it is possible, children? This is the cell referencing. It is called as relative referencing. You need the same formula. Sum here, sum, everywhere you need sum. But the cell address should change from here to here. For this, cell address should be C, this is CD8 to G8. For last one, this should be C16 to G16. Only the cell address should change, but the formula should be same. That is sum. That is why what we have to do, find the first one. Again, see children, I am deleting it for you. Just first click here, click the fill handle and then drag it. All the sums will automatically be calculated. In the same way, you can find the percentage. How you can find the percentage? Write down percentage. I am writing percentage first. Okay? And then to calculate the percentage, what you have to do? You have to click here, in just below the percentage, click there and press equal to, open a bracket, click the marks obtained. Marks obtained is in H7. Write down the cell address or click the cell address and then divide it by maximum marks. What will be the maximum marks, children? Maximum marks will be 50. Total 5 subjects and all were having out of 10. So 50 will be the total maximum marks. Okay, bracket close into 100. This is my formula for finding the percentage, and then press equal to. Once you will press equal to, what will happen? See, 94 has come. Now after doing this, we can find the rest also. How? Click here on the fill handle and drag it. Just drag it, children. See, all the percentage has come. Okay, is it easy? Children, let's revise it again, how to do total and percentage. So for total, wherever you have to find the total, click, just press equal to sign, go here on the name box and select your function name, or you can click on more function if you will not see your function here. So click on sum and then see the cell range has appeared here, or you can choose the cells which you wanted to add, the numbers which you wanted to add. You have to choose those cells and then it will give the range of cell. Once you will click on OK, the total will appear on the screen. And after finding the first, I will not find for the second and third and fourth. What I will do, I will click here This is fill handle, children. I will click here and I will drag my mouse pointer so that all the total will automatically be calculated. Now for finding the percentage, press equal to sign, open the bracket, okay, and then click the cell where the marks obtained number is present. Okay, this is the marks obtained number, so click here and then divided by maximum marks. What is the maximum marks, children? Maximum marks is 50 because this is 5 subject having 10 marks as maximum marks. So total 50 will be the maximum marks of all 5 subject. Now close your bracket and to convert it into percentage, multiply it with 100. Press enter. Once you press enter, you can find the percentage of first roll numbers. Now for finding the percentage of others roll number, then what we will do, again we will go to fill handle, click and drag it so that you can have the percentage of all students. Is it clear now? Okay. Now I wanted to make it more attractive. If I have to take the print out, I will go to file, I will click on print option and can see my printout will appear in this way, but it's not looking nice. There is no lines. Okay, so first give some lines in it because it is in the form of rows and column. So select the cell on which you wanted to apply the lines. Select the cell, select the range of cells where you need to insert the lines, the borders. Now click on home tab and go to border option. This is the border option, children. Click here and give all border. If you can see, the border is now appearing on the screen. Click on file, print. Now you can see the border is now showing here, but it is still, it's not looking nice because the size is very less. So select the data whose size you wanted to increase, row size or column size. So I am increasing the row size, children. This is row. These are the rows and I wanted to increase its size. So select the rows first, click on format and row height. This format you will obtain in the home tab. So format and select row height and give the number which is more than the previous one. I have given 20. Now you can see the row height is increased. Now to make it more beautify, see, select it and give some colors. Here you can fill some colors here. Yes, the colors are there. To make it more bold, select the data and click on bold. To give them center alignment, select the cells to whom you wanted to give the center alignment. Click here, center. This is center alignment, left alignment, center alignment, right alignment. In this way you can do the alignment. These all options are under home tab. Now change the percentage also. You can change the percentage also, keep it in middle. Okay, so in this way I can make it more attractive. It's a features of Excel that you can create more and more data. You can insert data as well as you can make it more attractive. Now children, after this let's see how to use this Excel sheet as a database. Okay, for that we need form. I am having form here, you can see, but I am going to remove it so that from the beginning I can show you that how you can insert the form option and utilize your Excel sheet as a database. So what I will do, children, I will go to file option. Please see it very sincerely. Click on file option, go to option. Where you will go? Go to option. Now this box has appeared. Click on quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar. and then choose command from this option. Choose commands from. Here you will select commands not in the ribbon. This option you will choose. After choosing command not in the ribbon, what I will choose? I will choose form, because my form is not there in the quick access toolbar. This is quick access toolbar, children. Can you see the cursor? This is quick access toolbar and there is no form option. That's why I have chosen quick access toolbar and then command not in the ribbon. Go to form option, drag it and then see here F, form. Select the form and now add it. After clicking on this add button, this will be added in your quick access toolbar. Okay, form. And once you will click on OK, see there is no form right now, isn't it? But once you will click on OK, now you can see it's added here. Form option is added on quick access toolbar. Now how to use this form, children? Select the data, click on form. Now you can see this is in the form of form. Here it is in the form of rows and columns, but here only individual record will display. Only roll number 1 record is displaying, this one. And if you wanted to see the next record, you have to click on find next. See, roll number 2. Find next, roll number 3. If you wanted to go back, find previous, find previous. So in this way you can find different records. Now children, if from this, by using this form, if you wanted to add any other record, new record, so click on new option. Click on new option and now add the another record. I am writing roll number 11 till 10 I am having, so I am writing 11 roll number. Name is XYZ maybe, and English marks 8, then next Hindi marks 9, then 6, then 8, and in SST 9 marks. So this, in this way you can enter the new record also. And once you press enter, if after pressing enter, you can see that the 11th record will be added here. See, I have pressed enter and now close it and now see 11th record. Okay, we have entered only numbers and it is the total and percentage automatically calculated by the Excel. So this is the method in which you can use the spreadsheet as database. Click on form and then you can have database option. If you wanted to search any roll number, click on criteria and just press that roll number. Write down that roll number. After writing the roll number, press enter. See, roll number 2 record is now appearing on the screen. Okay, 2 roll number is whom? It's Kriti roll number. So it is now appearing on the screen. How you have done it? Click on criteria and then write the roll number and press enter key. Children, if you wanted to delete any record, let's delete any record. Select the data, form option. Okay, now first let me show you one example. Criteria 11 roll number, press enter. Now if you wanted to delete it, what you will do? You have to delete it, this roll number, this particular row. Okay, this is the row which you want to delete. So you can go to form. Now see, selection is not there, that's why it is saying this way. Click OK. OK, select OK, form option. Now go to find next. In this way, where is roll number 11? This is roll number 11. Okay, and one more roll number 11 is there, that's why it's creating some problem. Okay, I was thinking that roll number 11 is XYZ. No, roll number 11 is Anuj also. Okay, now I wanted to delete next roll number 11. So yes, this one. Okay, now just press delete. It will ask that it will delete the record permanently, so just press OK. See, 11 record is now deleted. The record which I have added in recent, it is now deleted because I have chosen to delete it. Now in this way we can use the sheet, your Excel sheet, as database through this option. I can see the next value, the previous value. Okay, I can find through criteria I can find some value, then I can delete it also. So in this way I can utilize my Excel sheet as database. After this, let's do the sorting, children. How to sort? See, it is not in roll number wise first of all, as well as it is not in alphabetical wise. So let's first do it in roll number wise, according to roll number. Select not all from roll number 1 to last roll number. Go to data option. Where? Go to data option. I am doing sorting, children. I am arranging the data in ascending order or in descending order or in A to Z format and so on. So I will click on data. For this, select the range of cells first. Click on data and click on sort. Now sort by roll number. Sort by roll number. From smallest to largest? Yes. That roll number one will appear on the top, and then 2, then 3 and so on. So okay, now I can see it's now in ascending order from smallest to largest. But if you want that your data should be reflected according to the percentage, where the top scorer should be at the top and it will go in decreasing order, the next and so on. So I wanted to have a look of my data according to percentage. So select the data, click on this data option, sort. Now I will choose percentage from largest to smallest. So the highest percentage will appear on the screen on the first place. Okay, see, Sukriti is having highest marks, then 88, then 86, and now see you can see it is in decreasing order. So according to percentage, now the names were showing, as well as you can see that roll number has also changed because I have applied the sorting on the basis of percentage, not on the basis of roll number. So roll number may vary, beta. Okay, but it's Anuj roll number only and it is Anuj marks only. In the same way, this record belongs to Kriti, this record belongs to Rakshit, and so on. So this is the sorting option. After sorting, we can do filter. So select data, go to filter. Now click on this, just deselect all. Now I wanted to filter, I wanted to see only roll number 1 and roll number 2 record. So I can apply the filter option. From the huge sheet, from the huge record, I wanted to see only that particular roll number record. So I will click on that record, that is 1, and I wanted to see roll number 2 also. Click on OK. See, only 1 and 2 record is showing now. So this is called as filter option. You can go and change its setting also. You can, if you will click on select all the records will shown to you. If you will choose only 10th record, then only 10th record will be shown. See, Okay, now in this way you can apply the filter. See, percentage. In percentage I wanted to see only 94, having 94 percentage, so it's Sukriti. So it's showing only one record at a time. So this is called as filter. If you wanted to see, if you wanted to extract the information from the huge data, that it should be customized according to your choice. Now I am choosing, here I am choosing that I wanted to see only 94 percentage record. So in this way we can have a practice of filter option. Now once you will click again, the filter option will remove. Okay, to remove this filter option you have to click on filter again. Now next is data validation, children. These marks, these all 5 subjects marks were out of 10. What else if I will write 15? It will be wrong, isn't it? If here I will write 15, yes, it will take. And now my record has changed, but it's wrong, children, isn't it? Why it is wrong? Because the maximum marks is 10, not more than 10 marks cannot be entered. But you have seen that I have written 15 and it's taking. So for such type of, let's do Control Z. Okay, earlier marks was 8. Now for protecting this type of mistake, we can apply data validation. How? Select the cells first, click on data validation and allow whole number. These all are whole numbers, so I am choosing whole number. My data should be in between, not between, not equal to. Various options are there, so I will choose between. My data should be between 0 to maximum marks is 10. Okay, so in this way it will take the value. So you can write it 11 also, so that it can take 10. Okay, or you can choose data should be less than. Yes, you can choose greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Yes, this one, less than or equal to 10. Data should be less than, either it should be less 987 or it should be equal to 10. Click on OK, and now I am changing marks, children. Let's see, I am giving 15 marks. Let's see whether it will take or not. In roll number 3 Hindi I have given 15. Now once I will press enter, see, the message is showing that this value doesn't match the data validation. Okay, retry. That's why I have to give some other value, the previous marks or the marks which is less than 10. Now it is taking, see, it is taking. If you will give 10 or less than 10 marks, it will take. Give them 10 marks. Let's see whether it will take or not. I am changing Chetan's maths marks as 10. See, taken, isn't it? It can take 10 or less than 10 because we have set this data validation. And input message also you can give. That what is the input message? Error, error. So this will come. This will come. Okay. Error, error. This will come. Okay. Now next one is your conditional formatting. So now select the text. Okay, select the range of data, go to home tab, conditional formatting. Now I am selecting only marks, children. I am selecting only marks. Go to data formatting, highlight cell rules which is equal to 10. Highlight the top score, full scorer numbers, and give any color also. You can give any color. I am giving the light red color. Click OK. Now you can see all the full scorer marks is now highlighted. So in this way you can highlight the cell rules also. See how? First you have to select the data. First you have to tell computer that these are the data where you have to apply the conditional formatting. Click conditional formatting. Where you will get it? you will get it on home tab, and then highlight cell rules, equal to, between, less than, various options are present. So I am choosing between, not between, it's not like that. Conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, equal to 10, equal to 10. Okay, so this will appear. Okay children, in this class I am going to show you how we can insert chart. So let's start little bit about third chapter, advanced feature of Excel. I'm not covering it, but we will have a look of third chapter, what we will discuss in third chapter. Like if you wanted to insert chart, select the data first, and then for chart, where you will go? You will go to insert. Okay, now in the insert column, can you see this? Different lines, column chart, different values are written over here. If you will see the pivot chart, different charts are there children. If you will click on this chart, this will insert the column or bar chart. Let me do it. See, this chart is appearing. Okay, just drag it here. Can you see this? Yes, English marks, Hindi, maths, different legends were there, and what is there? Marks and total as well as percentage. So these are all about marks. This is the total and this one is the percentage. Who is having the highest percentage? You can easily find out. You can easily find out from this chart. Isn't it? This one. Sukriti is having the highest percentage. And who is having the less percentage? See this blue line? Medha. Medha is having the less percentage. See the data? Sukriti is having the highest percentage and Medha is having the lowest percentage. And you can choose different styles. This, see, different styles were there. It's an advanced version of Excel children. See, the number is also appearing. 47 is the total, 94 is the percentage. So in this way you can create some charts also. For creating chart, we can have chart option. Where we will get it? In the insert option. In the insert option, you will have chart dialog, chart group. This chart group will tell you that, will give you the option that there are different charts, and just select that chart which you wanted to apply. But before that, you have to select the data. So till now we have completed second chapter. Okay children, we have completed second chapter. In the second chapter, we have learned about different functions. What are the different functions? How to calculate sum, how to calculate minimum value, how to calculate maximum value through function. We have completed in this class, we have completed the formatting of Excel, how to do sorting, then how to do filter, how to do the data validation. Okay, this also we have covered, isn't it? Now this is all about your second chapter. In the second chapters, there are few things which we will do in the next class. But till now, whatever we have completed, please revise it. Children, Excel is an application of Microsoft package and it is very helpful. You can use this in creating your report card. You can use in creating the different sheets for business purpose, for accounts purpose, for creating your own strategy also. You can create this Excel sheet that in the previous class, in the previous test, whatever, you have completed, you have obtained this marks, and in here now in this present session you have to achieve this. In that way you can create your timetable. So it's very helpful. In Excel you should know the sorting, how to arrange the data in A to Z format or from in ascending to descending order, from highest to lowest. You should know how to do filtering. You should know the different formatting. I have shown you the conditional formatting also, how to highlight the maximum marks. In the same way you can highlight the minimum marks also, or the range. Whatever you will give, it will give the output accordingly. So till now we have completed second chapter. Few more points that has to be discussed in the next class, that I will cover in the next class. And I have started the chart also. It is in third chapter, but in the next class we will start from the beginning. The third chapter, advanced features of Excel, I will pick from the beginning. We will do theory as well as practical. And your first chapter is number system, that also we will cover, but first we will go ahead with the syllabus, and then one by one each chapter we will revise. So I hope children you all have completed your copy work, isn't it? If you have not completed, I suggest you to complete it and learn it also. It's very interesting, children. If you will go side by side with us, then it will be helpful to you. You will increase your knowledge. That's all for today's class. Revise whatever I have completed in that particular period, and then in the next class be ready with the next module. In the next class I will start the third chapter. So till now we will discuss the third chapter. We have completed the second chapter. We will discuss the third chapter in the next class. Okay, be ready with your copy work and revise whatever we have discussed. Take care, beta. Jai Hind.